welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for clicking and watching. I appreciate you guys so very much. The people have spoken. You guys seem to really enjoy my last video talking about my thoughts on the b.tan self-tanner. So I am super excited to film a part 2 video of a few things that I didn't cover in my first video. You guys had some really good questions for me on my other socials, which are always linked down below. So hopefully you can tell a little something different from my last video. If you cannot tell something different, then you're probably a hater. Just kidding. Oh my gosh, also, I just want to put this out there. I've already worn this top in another one of my videos. So, like, I just really like it. So, like, don't hate. Do not hate on me. Like, it's just cute. Like, animal print is super trendy right now, and I am all here for it. Okay, guys, so the tan that I'm going to be talking about today is Tanned AF by b.tan. I use a block system here to tell you how dark the tan is compared to the other tans that they offer. The one that I'm using is 3 blocks out of 4. So surely it's like you're gonna be tanned AF if you use this, right? Let's talk about it. Okay, so I just have a couple notes jotted down of some things that you guys had questions about, and then a couple things that I wanted to share as well as a part 2 video. I am going to go ahead and link my first part 1 review to this tanner. If you have not seen it already, you should go check it out. Don't judge me. It was old quality. If you are curious about things like the price, where I got this self-tanner from, the nitty-gritty details, that information is going to be in my part 1 video, which, like I said, I'll have linked on the screen and down below in the description. This video is going to talk about things that I either forgot to cover or questions that you guys had that you wanted me to cover. One of the main questions that I got was, how long does this tan last? My experience, this tan typically lasts me somewhere around a week, sometimes a little less. So I'd say probably between like 5 and 7 days. I have a pretty good, solid, even tan. And that kind of leads me into another question that I was asked, and that is, can you layer this tan? Because a lot of people have heard the claims or reviews that this tan lasts around a week. Some people prefer for their tan to last a little bit longer than that, and if that is you, then you may be wondering, can you layer this tan and how does it perform being layered? Yes, you can layer this tan, which is really nice. Obviously, when you are freshly showered and exfoliated and you have baby skin, the tan is going to perform at its best. I definitely recommend, once you're getting to a point where you can kind of tell that you should probably go ahead and exfoliate and then restart, I would probably try and do that. Yes, to that question, you can layer it, and no, it doesn't start looking weird like some self-tanners do when you layer them. Like, oh heck no, we don't like this, honey. You guys wanted me to talk more about the smell of this self-tanner, because self-tanners can have a pretty distinct smell, and it can be a pretty big turnoff for some people. When you first apply the tan and you're letting the tan marinate or soak into your skin, yes, it does have a self-tanner smell. One of my followers commented on my last video, and she wanted to know, after you wash the tan off, can you still smell the self-tanner? Honestly, I really can't. I can't smell the tanner. Like, if I were to smell the tanner at all, it would be because I'm like putting my nose like on my arm trying to smell for something. But what I like to do is once I shower off the tanner, then I will go in with a lotion. Those 2 steps alone typically completely eliminate the smell. You should be good, honey. Another big question that people want to know is, does this tanner get blotchy? Fortunately, I can share with you, which, you know, me using some other tanners, I definitely wouldn't be able to give you this answer. But this is probably one of the main reasons that I really enjoy this self-tanner, is because it's very easy to get a natural looking tan. Actually, I wonder if you can see this. If you can see this right here, this is like the most blotchiness that I ever really get. And that is actually pretty rare. Like, I usually don't get little spots. I'll try and see if I can insert a couple clips here of me showing some wrist and ankle, knee shots, so that way you guys can see what this tanner looks like in those challenging areas. But yeah, no, honestly, whenever this tan starts to fade, it does fade very evenly, I would say. Yeah, that's why this is one of the best tanners I've ever tried, and it is because it really doesn't get splotchy, which is really nice. And I think that is one of the main reasons that this tan can look very natural. The next question is, how long do you leave the tanner on? This tanner recommends you leaving the tan on for at least 1 hour and then showering off, but it says that you can leave it on for 4 or more hours. Me personally, I typically have always been the one to sleep overnight with a tanner on. For whatever reason, I feel like my skin absorbs the tan the best when I do that, so that is actually what I do with this tanner as well. I apply it right before I go to bed, and then I shower off the next morning, and that is what I did for this tan. Whenever I first reviewed this tan, and I talked about this a little bit in my first video, I initially did the normal 1 hour that they recommend and then washing off. That didn't give me a dark enough tan. I wanted it to be a little bit darker than it came out, so I ended up going in with a second layer, and it looked wonderful after that. So yeah, ever since, I've just been leaving it on overnight, and I get the perfect amount of tan that I like. Oh honey, yes, we need to talk about this question. You guys want to know, does this tanner stain clothes or bed sheets? And the answer to that is no. I have not had any issues with that, unfortunately. Another thing that I reviewed in my last video was the tanning mitt, which I still really love, by the way. This is probably one of the best tanning mitts I've ever used. The question is, how do I wash my tanning mitt? So I personally wash this by hand. So I just wash this out in the sink with either a hand soap or laundry detergent, and I wring the mitt out, and then I do leave the mitt to air dry. And then actually this is how the mitt, like, this is a fresh hand washed air dry mitt, so this is what it typically comes out looking like. Oh yeah, and I have my new quality camera this time. So I remember in my last video I kept trying to show you guys up close like what the mitt looked like. Sis, that camera was not having it. It was not having it. So yeah, now I can kind of show you a little bit better. So yeah, it is very soft and almost fur-like, which is really cool. For the last bit of this video, I want to share one thing that I really enjoy about this tanner, and then one critique, I guess, that I have. One thing that I really like about this that I've noticed is the undertones in this tan. I think this does very well to seem like a natural tan, because this self-tanner has olive and gray undertones. I think this really helps to make the tan look very natural, and I just really like how it ends up looking on your skin. One critique that I want to make is, I've had a few people try this tanner out because I have recommended it to them, which is very, very sweet, and I think it's really cool that you guys are going out and trying items that I talk about. But one thing that has been a little frustrating, b.tan, if you're listening, these mitts, I don't know if it's just my area, but in multiple stores in my area, these mitts are like nowhere to be found. Like, they're sold out. There's this spot, like in like Walmart specifically, there's like the spot there where the mitts sit to be bought, and it's empty, and it's been like that. They haven't restocked them. I don't know if it's the stores. I don't think it is, because it's been multiple stores, but people really like this mitt. It's a really good price. So like, can you send out more of these, please? Because like, we want to buy them, and we can't buy them if they're not in the stores. I wish I could like cut this up and like share it. You know how we're going through like a toilet paper crisis? I think we're going through a b.tan mitt crisis right now, because what in the world? If you can get, actually, you know what? If you have gone to your local Target, Walmart, Walgreens, and you have seen these mitts, let me know down in the comments. You don't have to share where, obviously, like, don't be giving your location out, people. But let me know down below if you've spotted these or been able to get them, because like, I don't know what's going on, like, honestly. Alright guys, that is all that I have for you for this video today. I did want to quickly say that this video is not sponsored. Still the same like the last video. They don't know who I am. They don't know that I'm even on this planet. So like, this is my complete honest opinion. I would never front you guys. I would never lie to you guys for free product or money. This channel is all about truthful, honest reviews. If you are into self-tanning, then I highly recommend you go out and give this tanner a try. Very affordable. I really like it. It's really nice. It's even. It's cute. Whatever. If you guys want to see me review more products, then watch this video, like it, let me know. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Girl, boy, whoever you are, what are you doing? Like, I feel like I should like beg, but like I probably shouldn't. Like, that's not very cute. But yeah, anyways, if you haven't already subscribed, please take this moment and subscribe below. Alright guys, I think that is all that I have for you today. I will see you guys very, very soon in my next video. Bye guys. Y'all, okay. No. I have to talk about this right now because it literally just happened. For whatever reason, I think everyone for the most part has these issues, but I'm just annoyed with myself and like already over it. There is like a handful of things that I do throughout my videos that are like tics, I guess you could say. And whenever I try to think about them and not do them, I feel like it just either gets worse or I can't talk. I just like forget all English altogether. I don't want to like point out all of them because I feel like y'all will start to notice them more, because maybe you like haven't noticed them, and maybe I'm just like, you know, like being hard on myself, but you probably have noticed them. Let's be real. See, like I say and so a lot. And then like I clap a lot, and I've had some people tell me like, girl, you like shattered my ears. Can you please stop clapping? Thanks.